Lazurus, season 1, episode 10. I can't tell you why. I need to know why not. So let's talk about it. Welcome back, you variant. So Lazarus, episode 10, can't tell you why. And we are at 6 days left. 6 days left before the world ends. That is what the stigma is. And people are going nuts because news broadcasts are speaking about high fever cases skyrocketing globally. Like hospitals are getting overcrowded. Like they got tent cities set up, it's messing with traffic, everything. Like it got so bad that the FDA director had to address the nation saying if you have these fevers, this pyrexia, to stay home. Like we cannot accommodate any more people in the hospitals. It's becoming a problem. It's becoming an issue. Like stay home. If it's just a fever, stay home. Stock prices are dropping ridiculously. They are still in decline. Like certain freaking stock exchanges are shutting down and not operating. Financial institutions, just in general, Congress, even the postal services are shut down. Like this is like we may not see another Sunday. Like this is the talk that's going on, and they don't know how to deal with it. To the team, Lazarus, back at their base, they're talking about the drug that was found at Skinner's house. It was a pill for patients with artificial hearts, something with their monitoring their platelets and stuff like that. And Skinner had a condition that he struggled with, but we still don't know what the actual condition is. But the possibility of him having an artificial heart is a lead, something that we can go off of. And they start talking about there's a secret, more or less, hospital that freaking practices patient confidentiality and keeps stuffs in house. And as soon as this is talked about, so Leland starts getting dressed immediately. He's putting on his fancy clothes, like he's getting ready to go. And he's like, freaking, yo, Axel, Doug, I need y'all to come with me. I can possibly get you in to where we need to go. And you're like, what? How do all right, let's roll. Screw it, let's roll. Figure it out. So they basically end up pulling up to the Astor family mansion, and they are greeted rudely by the sister, Isabella of Leland, who proceeds to berate him for not being here where he began. Prodigal son returns, slaps him around a bit. She's upset, but she's hurting. So at that. And apparently Leland has not taken his rightful place as head of the family because at some point in time, his brother and his father have died, which left him the only male heir to the family. And his sister can't do it unless she gets married. And she refuses to marry all the suitors that have come her way because she doesn't like any of them. And it's a problem for her. She was so happy to have Leland back, freaking according to, I guess, the butler, sort of that, but she's unable to show that emotion because she's upset about these other things. Like she's a mixed bag right now. But she wants him to take his place and he can have all the answers and all the information that he wants to know. But it doesn't look like he's ready to do that, at least not right now. He's been gone for like 4 years. But he needs to find out about the secret medical facility stuff that their family uses because apparently their family is a part of this stuff to keep everything under wraps. Wild. Didn't know that, Leland. We're going to use that freaking later. While this is going on, we see HQ has been stalking Axel, taking phone calls on that same payphone. Like, hey, yo, where's he at now? Where's he at? Okay, cool. Got to track down Axel. That's his goal. He has gotten paid. They've already done their demonstration, which was wild. If you haven't seen it, by the way, go back and watch it. We got to find Axel. So basically, we end up going to the exclusive medical society, and Leland meets a doctor. All right. This doctor is the one who apparently handles all of the big tasks up there. Doctor's name is Millie. All right. And this doctor cancels all the appointments to speak with Leland. Leland's that important. Like, yeah. And they're all complaining about hopping to probably whatever. Come on, Leland, let's sit down and have a conversation. So they end up sitting down and have a chat. While this is going on, we see that Hirsch and Abel have got a video fragment from a random whistleblower about Skinner. and he's found on video from the Schiphol airport incident. And what we find out is that INSCOM and the police were coming to take down a terrorist. And apparently there's some miscommunication because neither knew which one, but Skinner was there carrying a freaking suitcase or whatever. This took place, months ago. And, months before the like first real Hopna was like really going. So it was like, all right, freaking, this is what's going on. He's transporting materials, going about his business, but they come and crossfire. Somebody drops a suitcase, which says, oh no, that's a gunshot. And they start firing at each other. During this process, his bag gets damaged and a bunch of chemicals leak out. These chemicals leak out, apparently killing a bunch of people because this was the prototype for Hopna. This is like the setup. And apparently, when Skinner returned back to his, work site where Hirsch was probably working with at, he was dejected. This was like 3 months later. He was dejected, wasn't really feeling, like himself, I guess, or whatever. And then apparently 6 months after that is where Hopna was first reintroduced. It resurfaced, and it resurfaced at a prison. And it was like, why did it resurface at a prison? Because trials were happening. Now, apparently, freaking Skinner is probably in custody of INSCOM. This is what they're saying. Is why we probably can't find him. The INSCOM maybe has him, or they freaking arrested him sometime shortly after that, or whatever the case may be. We know INSCOM is the people who are running the assassin. They are running the other stuff with Leland, and they were doing all that stuff. INSCOM is doing some funky stuff, and they're not playing nice with the NSA or anything else. So, with that being said, it's like we got to find out what INSCOM is up to. But Skinner was holding trials at this prison. It was even prison in Arizona. This is the same prison where Axel was being held. And apparently, Axel was one of the trial patients there. All the other patients have since died, apparently, but Axel has not. And no one knows why. So the only person who would probably know why is the doctor, either Skinner or the doctor that helped administer the trials at the prison. So Axel is called up and was like, hey, yo, we got to go figure that out. While this is going on, Axel gets called up, he's got to figure that out. Right before Axel gets his call, the doctor, Millie, has spilled all the secrets to Leland about what's going on. It's like, I can't take this to the grave. It is what it is, whatever. Skinner did have an artificial heart. As soon as he left, they were supposed to be monitoring him freaking in his levels and stuff for his artificial heart, but he encrypted all that stuff to keep anyone else from looking at his stuff. So they have not had access. They don't even know if he's alive or anything. But they have the data that has the more or less, I guess, the frequencies or the other stuff, information that you can use to find where the heart's information is going to, at least if you can't track the heart itself. So cool. Take all that, thank her, and they go on by themselves. And when they get back, of course, Leland tries to tell the guys the truth about this whole spy situation. And Axel cuts him off. It's like, yeah, we already know. To be part of this group, you got to be kind of jacked up. You got to have some secrets or two. Like, it is what it is. Leland starts to cry, so like that. And he's like, hey, don't sweat it, kid. Like, it's all good with that. So, of course, they go inside. Axel gets that call. He's got to head out. Chris and Leland are kind of talking a little bit. She's teasing him, like, oh, looks like you've been crying. And we see Elena has got a location. Apparently, Pakistan is the location of where the information for the heart is being sent to. Same place where Popcorn Wizard was kind of doing her thing. So Elena's like, look, I got the coordinates. It's this location in Pakistan. I need to go. And Doug's like, no. What? Why? It's like, if you try to call in and whatever, going to be in the wind. I need to be there in person to put a stop to this. Like, I need to be able to be there to get hands on. And so like that, if I get hands on, and I can track and I can find, I can do what I need to do. Doug's like, you understand the risk? She's like, yes, I do. And he's like, all right, well, one condition, I'm going with you. So like that, I was like, yeah, Doug's going in. So now Doug and Elena are headed to Pakistan while freaking Chris and Leland are on standby. And Axel is going to retrieve the prison doctor to go get information. While this is happening, the assassin is in play because they now have a location on Axel, and this man was hanging from a highway sign and dropped down with a grenade and was just like, yo, I'm gonna walk through this traffic and cause problems. And this man started flicking grenades left and right. He literally disrupted all the traffic to cause Axel to stop on the highway. And he is just walking down the street, literally, with his whole intent on taking out Axel right then and there on the side of the freaking highway. 6 days left. That's where we cut it. I love this. I love the writing. I love how much fun we're having. This is going to be an epic showdown between Axel and the assassin. And we don't know how this is going to lead to. I think it's going to set up for a season 2 for sure. I think it's probably going to stop at 12 episodes, maybe, because it seems just like the right time. Episode 11 will be fighting off the assassin guy, or whatever the case may be. And, probably part of episode 11 or episode 12, whatever, would be finding the hacker and setting up that way. And then we'll catch you next season. If they do it to me, I'm going to cry. I'm going to be hurting. But the show is worth it. So make sure you hit that little subscribe button. Again, we are having fun with this. This is a great one to watch. I'm having a blast. So I got nothing else for this one. Gotta wait till next week. So until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.